Guinness's brewery has dominated Dublin life and invaded our nostrils since 1759. Guinness is steeped in history with its policies of social progress for its workers and their families. The workers have Chief Medical Officer Dr. John Lumsden to thank for many of the amenities. In 1900, he spent 2 months inspecting the home of each Guinness's employee.
It was something which was almost taken for granted that there was a Guinness doctor available, because as kids growing up in my own house, you had a bad flu or a cold or whatever, you were put to bed and the Guinness doctor was sent for. The Guinness doctor would arrive to the house, and of course you didn't have to pay the doctor. And then he prescribed some medication, and the next day your father got it in the Guinness pharmacy. So all the medical, and indeed it still applies. I mean, as a Guinness pensioner now, I can go in to see the doctor anytime I like. Cost me nothing, and then go to the medical pharmacy with a prescription, and that's no problem at all. That doesn't cost me a thing.
They were always kind of comfortable, so. But then he died young, but then Molly went to work there, and I'd say, she had good perks, she had all the medical, and I think our children were taken care of by the doctors and Guinnesses,
On his service, Guinness's was kind enough to give me my medical attention, which I still get to this day. And my 2 sons got it up to they were 16, because my husband died when he was 40 odd, and I had 5 children. My parish priest, Father Hayes, drafted a letter to Guinness's, and they called me in and they decided that they would give me my medical attention.
One of my mother's sisters had a TB hip, which meant today she'd be labelled as disabled. She had a crutch and a badly crumbled hip due to TB. Now she was basically unemployable, and with the result, when my grandmother died in 1948, I think it might have been, this aunt was visited by the Guinness social worker again and was declared a Guinness orphan, and as such got a pension of £1 a week in 1948, I think it was, which she kept with her until she died in 1952.
My mother could bring my 6 brothers, and if any of them needed medical attention, my mother used to bring them up to the medical department here in James Street, and they were looked after there. So that was a great treat to have, and it was really an extra bonus to to help my father in the bringing up of his family.
And when I had my first baby, my husband would get snipes of Guinness to bring home for the wife.
We all had the snipes.
Little snipe.
It was a good idea for Guinness.
And there was 6 little packs, and he used to get them for nothing for me.
The snipes were small bottles of Guinness, which were given to nursing mothers, given to the maternity hospitals, in the belief that, and indeed the correct belief, that it was nutritious, because up to very recently, Guinness in bottle would always have a little sediment at the bottom of the bottle. When Guinness was put in bottle, there was a secondary fermentation took place, so the sediment was actually pure yeast. It was important to ensure that went into the glass when you were pouring it, because yeast is absolutely very rich in vitamin B. And vitamin B is exactly what nursing mothers need. It strengthens the blood and gives them more strength. So it was a lovely way of giving vitamins to nursing mothers in the form of a small bottle of Guinness, supplied free by the company.